My dad always asked me, if everybody was jumping off a bridge to their death, would you jump too? This sounds pretty extreme, but the concept is the same with beauty. If everybody was obsessed with obtaining the perfect body, would you be too? I was fortunate enough to have parents who stressed that beauty is not in what you can see, but in being an individual. Because of this, as a child, I always tried to follow my heart, and that made me feel beautiful. When I look at myself in the mirror every morning, I don't look to see if my clothes flatter my body or if my hair is shiny enough. I look to see if I'm myself and if I'm dressing to please myself and not society, because that is what should matter. Beauty is in being bold enough to follow yourself, to be brave enough to be different. When I was younger, fashion was barely apparent in my life, but in middle school, all everyone talked about was how they looked. Girls were comparing themselves to movie stars and famous singers, always complaining that they weren't skinny enough, or tall enough, or pretty enough. This was infuriating, that girls were comparing themselves to the impossible standards that were presented to them at such a young age. It has always been taught that looks aren't everything, but social media begs to differ, as young people are bombarded with airbrushed and photoshopped images of what you should like. Pictures in magazines and the internet tell girls and boys alike that if they do not look like them, they are ugly. If you're different, you're ugly. If you do not dress in skimpy tops and skin-tight jeans, you are ugly. This is the exact opposite of what should be shown to young, impressionable teenagers. While other girls were playing with Barbies, I was climbing trees and playing in mud. In 3rd grade, I took up judo, and in middle school, I joined the wrestling team. It didn't matter that I was the only girl. This was just one more thing that made me more special, more beautiful. I think that kids should be taught that they are most beautiful when they're themselves, not the makeup-clad girl who's spent an hour curling her hair and picking out her outfit. She is most beautiful when she's doing what she loves. When I was asked what I loved about myself, it was easy to answer. What I love most about myself is that I am not afraid of being different, and that I understand that beauty comes from being an individual. Every freckle, birthmark, blemish, or imperfection makes me beautiful. Everything that sets me apart from others makes me beautiful. Most importantly, the courage to be different and the strength inside me makes me beautiful.